Democrats' heads are about to explode with this new $300 million ballroom that Trump is building. Let's get straight off into this, bro.
The new ballroom will go from here to there, and it'll seat a proper number of people, and the White House will finally have, after 150 years, the ballroom that they wanted. You know what? They've waited 150 years, and the public is paying for nothing. The public is paying for absolutely nothing. It's all being done by donors.
The public's paying for EBT and food stamps.
All the way over to there. It'll be beautiful. One of the most beautiful in the world. Come on. Okay? You know, a lot of people don't know that. They don't say that there's no cost. That's some room in there.
That's unbelievable.
Now I'm going to show you. So this is the Presidential Walk of Fame.
Now, whose idea was this?
My idea.
He's like, mine.
Everything's my idea.
Everything's your idea. Okay.
Sadly.
Who's that guy?
That's Barack Hussein Obama.
Okay.
This is Biden right here.
Wait a second. The
Worst
profile.
president.
The profile
He didn't even
of
put a
Biden.
picture
So
of him.
he's the worst president in the history of our country, and Barack Hussein Obama's top 5, meaning bad.
He just put his signature up. He didn't put his face up. That's crazy.
Are you going to replace that with his actual photo?
No, I don't think so. Look at the faces on these people.
Won't they do? Trump does not
Those
care,
are
bro.
serious faces, right?
Oh, that's for sure.
Every one of them's a tough cookie.
Do you think these will stay up after you've left office?
Well, I think they should.
It looks
On
cool.
the bottom here, this hasn't been put yet. They're being made. We have a plaque that goes about that describes in a couple of hundred
detail.
words. Important, right?
Yeah, very important.
And they're beautiful, beautiful bronze plaques. Goes up under each picture describing. Look at the scene over here, fellas. Look, how beautiful is that? Come on over here, take a look.
This is the new Rose Garden. But
And now you can have news. That's the same stone as the White House. So now you can have news conferences. You can, nobody
it
can
does look
stand in
nice.
the mud.
where
White
did you
and
get
gold.
the stone?
Different places.
Different places?
Yeah.
Why was
But
it?
I'll show you something. This is the equivalent of what I do with the ballroom. I built many ballrooms
That looks nice.
and many buildings, and that's my greatest strength. Actually, might as well do this. So this room was in terrible shape. This was done by Jackie Kennedy. Jackie Kennedy Onassis, then Jackie Kennedy, I hope. And she took this area. It's called the Palm Court. And here we had one by one little tiles that were all broken, cheap, out of a box. The walls weren't good. We took it, I restored it. I put in new chandeliers. They had lanterns that were terrible.
I remember this room.
Yeah, it was a nothing room.
Yeah.
It was an embarrassment.
There was a seat, a bench.
Yeah, it does look like a Hilton Inn or something. It does not look like the White House for sure.
Underneath there, yeah.
To come to the Oval Office, you had to go through this room. It was an embarrassment, okay? And I took it down and rebuilt it. Same as she had it, but at a much higher level. And take a look at the floor. Take a look at the marble. So this is called
It is really pretty.
statuary marble. But look at the book ending. Look at the book match. Look how it matches.
That's tough to do.
No, it's very tough. You don't get it. If it's an eighth of an inch off, it's no good.
Is that brass? The brass?
That's two brass strips. But even if you look at the air conditioner vent, it's book matched.
Oh, yeah.
Look at that. Who can do that? I can do that because I know
It
that.
does look good, bro.
It's even available that you could do that. Very few people can do it. So you take a vent that's supposed to be a piece of aluminum or steel. And the marble man said, I said, do you think you could book match a vent? He said, yeah, look at the other one over there. Book matched. But look at the quality of that job.
Where do you think you developed the attention to architectural detail? Like, at what age did you start realizing that's what you could do?
Yeah, I was involved with my father in building and all this stuff, and my father was a builder. So as a little boy, I'd be sitting there playing with blocks, I guess, and my father would be on the phone, and I'd be listening, I guess. And, you listen. I had a father who was very good at building. He was very good at building things, and so am I. I build better than anybody else. Nobody can build like me.
But was he
Even if
Dude, he's so confident all the time. Nobody can build like me. I'm the best builder. It's just...
Steve Witkoff, who is the
Cracks me
best
up,
builder,
dude.
I will tell you.
Did your dad have the same attention to the specific details that you did?
Well, he built low, moderate income
Yeah,
housing.
so it was a different type
So he
of
didn't
build.
have to do a floor like
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
He'd do a floor out
Yeah.
of tile, linoleum at the time they used to call it, and it would be a different kind of a thing. but he had a tremendous attention to quality. In other words, if it's going to be even, you know, a regular floor, it would be exactly even, exactly straight. It would fit perfectly. But when you look at that job. Nobody's ever seen it.
Do any of your kids have that same delicate attention to detail that you have? Because that's kind of, you can't.
I mean, I will say it does look clean. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all, chat. Now, do I think it's worth it? For me, I just can't. I don't understand why they need like a $300 million ballroom. Unless I'm stupid, chat, which I will say I'm pretty stupid, but I don't understand the whole ballroom thing. I just don't. I don't get it. It doesn't make sense to me. Why do we need a ballroom? Who are we trying to show off to? When people come in? And it's just weird to me. I don't get it. I had another video, but I just want to look into this because like this is crazy to me.
The Civil War and this is how the White House looks right now. Looking through where the East Wing used to be, you'd see something that honestly looks like a bomb went off. Construction crews demolished the entire thing in 4 days flat. And what's going up in its place is absolutely insane. A 3-story, 90,000 square foot ballroom that will look like nothing else in this world.
90,000 square feet?
But one wrong calculation during construction could collapse the entire White House.
Oops, sorry, wrong speed. Sorry, chat. Not a professional. Not a professional. Here we go.
Live television. Within weeks, D.C. is about to witness the largest concrete pour since they built the Pentagon. There will be a convoy of concrete trucks stretching for miles, all lined up to dump their loads in an 18-hour marathon that absolutely cannot stop. Here's why. If even one section of concrete begins to cure before the next section gets poured, you create what's called a cold joint. Basically a fault line that could crack the first time 2,000 dancing diplomats step foot on.
Whoa, okay, wow. So this is actually pretty serious.
On it. To prevent this from happening, workers assemble this incredible maze of rebar, reinforcement bars thick as your wrist, woven together into the world's strongest basket. A typical office building spaces rebar every few feet. This project, every 6 inches. The density is so extreme that workers literally walk across the top of the rebar grid like it's a solid floor. And they need every piece of it, because what's about to sit on top weighs more than an aircraft carrier. And there's a huge problem with this. That section against the existing White House, those are original stones from 1792, rocks that George Washington personally approved, that have held up the president's house through the British burning it, the Civil War, and everything America has faced. Wow. Now crews have to attach millions of pounds of new building to these ancient foundations without causing a hairline crack in the existing ceiling. Here is where things get interesting. Basically, they dig underneath the existing foundation and pour new concrete beneath it, giving the 230-year-old White House a titanium spine before they add Trump's addition. The margin for error, 0. But getting the foundation right is just the start. This entire building needs infrastructure that can handle everything from state dinners to nuclear war. See those trenches they're digging? Each one serves a different purpose. Electrical in this one, plumbing in that one, data cables over there, and something else that they won't talk about, secure communications. Because this ballroom isn't just for parties. In a crisis, it needs to transform into a command center, which means the same hardened communication lines that run the Situation Room. The cables they're laying can survive an electromagnetic pulse. The pipes have valves that seal instantly if sensors detect chemical weapons. The electrical system has more redundancy than Air Force One. The concrete.
Bro, I can't imagine, like, the guy that won this contract is probably like, yeah, we're up one. Like, who's the construction company doing this right now? Because this is wild. This is on a whole other level.
Will be so big that workers on opposite ends need radios to communicate. This isn't just a big room. It's an arena pretending to be a ballroom. And Trump is about to dress it in more gold than Fort Knox. The floor goes in first, but before a single piece of marble gets laid, crews install 30,000 square feet of heating coils. Picture a massive electric blanket made of copper tubes, divided into zones that can maintain different temperatures. Why? Because marble is beautiful but frigid, and nobody wants to dance on ice. This system keeps the floor at exactly 72 degrees, whether the room is empty or packed with sweating diplomats doing the electric slide. Right now, in a quarry outside Carrara, the same quarry that supplied Michelangelo, Italian craftsmen are cutting Trump's marble, Calcutta gold, white stone with natural gold veins running through it like frozen lightning. Each slab gets photographed, numbered, and cut by water jets into hexagonal pieces that fit together like a $6 million puzzle. When these pieces arrive in Baltimore, armed guards will escort the trucks to D.C. because this isn't just stone, it's Trump's vision of American power written in rock. Look up at that ceiling and you'll see Trump's beloved coffers. Those recessed panel designs that make ceilings look like waffle irons designed by royalty. But instead of simple plaster, each coffer will be lined with gold leaf. Real gold, 23-karat sheets so thin that breathing on them makes them flutter like butterfly wings. The craftsmen applying this are artists who have trained for years just to learn how to handle a brush made from squirrel hair without sneezing away thousands of dollars.
Made from squirrel hair? What? I want a Loki hairbrush. How much to get your dog and turn his hair into a brush, you know what I mean?
The chandeliers deserve their own documentary. Right now in the Czech Republic, in a workshop that's been making chandeliers since Mozart was writing symphonies, craftsmen are hand-cutting 50,000 pieces of crystal. The main chandelier will weigh 12,000 pounds, heavier than 3 cars hanging from your ceiling. Each crystal gets polished, drilled, and hung by hand. When complete, it'll cast rainbows across the room every time sunlight hits it. The ceiling reinforcement to hold this monster could support a small airplane. The walls...
Right, this is like some American royalty stuff right here, bro.
Are getting treatment that would make Versailles jealous. Cream silk panels framed in gold leaf molding that requires a technique unchanged since the Renaissance. The silk isn't just decorative, it's acoustic. Without it, every conversation would bounce around like you're in a gymnasium. With it, you can whisper state secrets while a marine band plays 50 feet away. The French workshop weaving the silk has been in the same family for 200 years, and they're backing each panel with material that can withstand 2,000-degree heat. And this multi-purpose engineering extends into the kitchen, too. Step into what will be the kitchen, and you're looking at commercial equipment that could supply a cruise ship. Ovens that reach 800 degrees in 90 seconds. Freezers with their own backup generators, because if the power fails during a state dinner for 2,000, you can't just order pizza. A kosher kitchen completely set.
That's a life goal right there, getting invited to one of these, bro. That, I don't know about y'all. This would be cool, man. Like, if I got invited to one of these and got to sit down, just for the plot, just for the storyline, to be able to go and eat a dinner there and see if it's wet like spaghetti, you know what I mean? Just to shake some hands. Chat, should I get into politics? I feel like there's going to be a creator, a content creator, maybe a YouTuber or something that's going to get into politics later on in life. Is it going to be me? I don't think I'm smart enough. I think my my internet history, or what do you call it? My digital footprint is so bad. They would see some of my clips and be like, "You're gonna elect this guy?" You know what I mean? I feel like it'd be bad. I feel like there's going to be a creator in the future that actually gets into this stuff. But this is insane. This is straight up like some kingdom type of stuff, or like some royalty, like American royalty. This is wild. It's wild to me that Trump's able to even get this stuff past $300 million. Bro, Chad, I just need a couple dollars, man. That's it. I just need $300 million? That's crazy. That's wild. $300 million, but it's going to look pretty sweet. I'm not going to lie. But I think it's really just a flex. Like, Trump is such a flexer that I think he wants to have all of that so he can flex on every other country that comes by. You know what I mean? What do y'all think about this? Isn't this insane? This ballroom is wild. I've just been hearing a lot about it, and so I had to cover it. I just had to cover it. All right, let's get into some clips on the Twitter. Oh my God, I saved this clip and I was like, bro, we gotta react to this one. What she eats, and she calls herself a baddie. Personally, for me, I would call her a fatty.
Shots fired!
What I ate today as a baddie. Good.
Baddie, okay, all right. Replace the 2 D's and a B with an F and 2 T's and we're good to go. Goodness gracious.
Ate today as a baddie. Good morning, baddies. Creamer.
We're starting out the day with a cupcake.
Golly, when your breakfast is a cupcake, you already know you're about to have a high caloric intake day.
Got some Olipop. Got these from Costco. We're gonna drink grape.
More sugar? You have bugs?
Ah, there's a ladybug. Delicious. Lunchtime. Protein style.
Oh, protein style, because you're really trying to watch your weight on that. It's like that Jack Black one where he's like, I just want 5 nuggets, throw the 6th one away, and a Diet Coke. I'm trying to watch my fit, you know what I mean? Oh, the sauce. Olipop and the animal style fries. Personally, oh my God, it was a massive bite. Personally, for me, chat, and I don't know about you guys, I'm not a huge fan of the animal style fries. I just get them straight. What is that? What is that?
A donut for the road trip.
Voodoo donut. Highly overrated, in my opinion. I used to eat them in Austin, and I was like, man, they're not that great.
Blueberry cream cheese muffin. It's
Okay,
moist.
another muffin cupcake.
Gas station dinner.
We do chat. Here's what I want to get: a muffin and a cupcake. They're basically the same thing, just one just has icing on it.
Corn dog.
You're gonna go straight to the face with those glizzies, huh? Raw? You're barebacking that? You're going dry with that? Ain't no mustard or ketchup or nothing?
So dry.
A bag of chips, another Olipop. This woman is allergic to water. I will never understand this. Chat, do you guys drink water? I feel like this is bad. Like, how do you not have water intake at all? No water. Not a single drop of water. Not a drop. But I drink so much water every day. Every day I drink so much water. This woman realizes, viral TikTok girl crying in her car. I went on a date with a handsome, accomplished guy. He was perfectly fine, but I felt nothing. No spark, no chemistry. I think I'm the problem. Honey, you are the problem. This is why this channel has done so well, because we're exposing women like you on the daily.
I said I wouldn't talk about my dating life on here, but I feel like I cannot be the only one who feels alone in this. Just went on a first date, and this is no offense to this man, obviously. Perfectly fine, normal, lovely date. It's getting to the point, though, that that's the problem. Like, there's just nothing happening. And I just feel no sparks and no chemistry with people, and I feel bad because I feel like it's just me. I'm going out with really handsome, accomplished, interesting people, and I feel nothing. I feel like I'm just another girl, and like I'm one of a million, and there's just nothing special about me. Probably not presenting that great either, not like that sparkly or interesting or like dynamic at all, because I'm just so depleted. I know my person's out there, but starting to really question if I even have it in me to find them anymore. I listened to Maisie Neely's book today, and through all of the hardships she had, she just kept going and kept dating and kept seeing people, and I admire people so much that have that in them, because I just don't have it in me. I thought I was safe, and I thought I was...
You had it in you. It's not anymore.
Done. And like having to do this again, it just feels like work every time I go on a date, and it feels like so hard.
Here's why, chat. It's a mix of do-better syndrome and the Frankenstein curse. These women just don't get excited anymore. And there's a study that came out called the Jay Teachman study. I believe that we should be able to see this screen. Yep, here we go. Jay Teachman study. 80% chance she stays married if she's a virgin. 39% chance she stays married if she's had 3 partners. 29% chance she stays married with 6 to 10 partners. 18% chance she stays married with 16 to 20 partners. 96% of women who have 20 or more lovers never get married. That's why body count matters. And also, another big reason body count matters is because when women have sex with men, they release something called oxytocin. This oxytocin, let's see if I can't find what I'm talking about. Oxytocin released women. This oxytocin, I don't know if they call it the love hormone, right? Let's see if I can't find this. It's a peptide hormone, neuropeptide. That hormone plays a role in maternal behaviors, childbirth and breastfeeding, social bonding, and attachment. It's produced mainly in the hypothalamus, where it's either released in the blood via the pituitary gland or other parts of the brain and spinal cord, where it binds oxytocin receptors. So the role of oxytocin in love and desire may contribute to the wildly observed phenomenon that women report experiencing greater interconnections between love and desire than men. Developmental psychologist Lisa Diamond found that links between love and desire are bidirectional. Sexual desire indicates a need or drive to seek out sexual objects and engage in objectivities. Romantic love usually denotes with emotional infatuation and attachment between intimate partners. Oxytocin mediates sexual behavior and is released during sex. Among humans, women show greater oxytocin release during sexual activity than men, and they also show correlations between oxytocin release and orgasm intensity. So, the whole thing is, though, is if you start releasing this oxytocin over and over and over, it's like a drug. You start to build up a tolerance to this release. And so eventually you've been ran through so much that you don't release it anymore. She's a runner, she's a track star. Because no guy can make you feel special. He can't make you feel wanted. He can't make you feel like, oh, he just makes me tingle. That's the biggest problem. And so many women go out there, modern women especially, go out there and just get such high body counts that it's almost impossible for them. Their pair bonding is just out the door. It's out the window. They can't pair bond with a man anymore because they've been with so many and their standards are so high. Whereas opposed to a woman that's not been with men at all, her standards are much lower. But a woman that's been with a lot of men, her standards are going to be a lot higher because of the Frankenstein curse. She wants to do better than the guy that she's been with in the past. It's truly sad. This guy's video said all women are 304s.
What you have to understand about modern women is that they're all 304s. All of
Preach.
them. They are the ultimate consumers, and that they've always dominated the market. All advertising and historically all products, for the most part, are designed towards female psychology. They now have commodified men. Although women have always extracted resources from men from a standpoint of survival, they've now stepped into a whole new level of materialism. Because again, the more women have risen up the hierarchy, the more they accumulate their own wealth, the more they accumulate their own status, the status that men primarily used to achieve to get respect from women. The more they go up that ladder, the less they respect men. So it's detrimental to their own mate search. They've essentially alchemized consumerism and materialism with hierarchy and status, and they've landed at the only way we can respect men is if we gauge them on the metrics that we are now living by. Women exchange their time, exchange their bodies, exchange their femininity. The price of femininity is financial. And so whether you're talking about actual 304s or any woman in the modern age, how she regulates what she wants from a man, men would be better off just literally paying for it if you want to, because that is the most authentic and direct transaction. The rest of it is all inauthentic. You're entering into an agreement with a woman on the grounds of natural alignment, but her natural alignment with you, her natural view of you and attraction towards you is regulated by all of these materialistic things that you can offer her.
Dude, so true, and we see it all the time, chat. How many times have we seen women bragging about, well, if a man wants to be with me, he gotta pay? Like, the audacity of so many women admitting that they're prostitutes nowadays is crazy. So many women just admit it. Yeah, you know, he gotta pay for it. He gotta pay for this. Loki, do you want some jerky, dude? You keep looking over here. Let's see what I got. Let's see if I can do you one for. I'll do you one for free. Sit. Shake. Wait. Shake. Do it again. He's gonna get mad at me. Shake. Good boy. Wait. Free. Good boy. Go to your place. Dadgummit, I gotta hit up Hassan. I forgot my freaking shock collar again. Hassan, if you can, when you get done with yours, man, can you send it on over? I've been meaning to start implementing that because my dog just... I feel like he doesn't hustle to his place, you know? So I feel like we should start just zapping him. Y'all know I'm kidding. You guys know I'm 100% facetious on this. Here's another clip.
I just want to talk about something because, like, I'm just so confused. So now my biggest fear is, like, going up to guys and them not talking back to me. Because, like, I went to the club last week and I walked up to this, like, group of guys because I'm, like, bubbly, whatever. And they just stood there and looked at me. Like, what was going on?
Because you're mid.
Shots fired!
Why do mid women expect exceptional results? This woman is a 5 all day.
Going to their mind. Like, I don't think they know what they were missing.
They probably just aren't used to girls, like, that are pretty going up to them.
I mean, what can you say?
Oh, gosh.
But, like, that's a real fear of mine now.
Yeah, it should be a fear of yours. The thing is, lower your standards, you'll be able to find a man. I remember back in my grandparents' day, man, they realized that the time clock was a ticking. And that if you wanted to be in a relationship, you had to go ahead and hunker down. You had to go ahead and hunker down. But nowadays, women think that they have all the time in the world. That's the problem. That's the problem. And they get older and they realize that they don't have that much time. It's truly sad because I want people to find happiness. I want people to be in relationships. I preach positivity in relationships. I preach positivity in a marriage, positivity into having a family. Some of the best things we have in life are our friends, our families, and our loved ones. You know, that's what we really want. At least for me, I think we're social creatures and I think we thrive off of each other. So I hate to see women go out there, but the thing is, you got to lower your standards. You got to know what pay grade you're shooting out. Does body count matter?
Do you think...
God, I'm sorry that's loud, chat. Let me turn that down a little bit.
It's okay for your man to ask you your body count?
Yeah, because, you know, pussy tight, body count low.
How much
Yikes.
is it?
I can't even count more than...
It's tight, the body count low.
One hand, 2 hands.
One hand, 2 hands?
Yeah, you know your girl is a big 21, you know, June 29th, that's the big birthday, and you know.
So you're a Cancer?
Yeah, I'm a Cancer. Y'all can follow me on Instagram as YSL Barbie.
When did you lose your virginity?
Not your business. Okay, so we all say like back in like 2016. No, I'm lying. Maybe like 2018.
How old were you at the time?
Maybe like 16.
What?
America's moral decline. Girls losing their virginities in high school. It's crazy.
Do you think men care about it?
Because men are just stupid and they go off of what they find, you know, body count, haha, let me ask this bitch what her body count. They don't give a fuck. They gonna crack a bitch with 100 bodies. They gonna crack a bitch with anything. They gonna crack a bitch with 0 bodies. They gonna crack a bitch with 100. They gonna crack anything.
But they're gonna wife the one with...
They're gonna wife whatever they like. Niggas wife cracked hoes anyways. Nigga, I got a ring on my finger right now.
Good Lord. These are the modern women we're talking about. Oh man, it's just crazy. It really is just pathetic as well. It's sad. It's sad. Like every girl now is a straight 304, especially the ones that are modern. All the modern women are 304s, and there's just really nothing you can do with it. You know, so what is this? Okay, this clip, what is this? Sharika.
I'm 33, I have 4 children, and I'm expecting one with my boyfriend who's 21.
Good Lord.
We met at work, he just knew he wanted me.
I was like, damn, like, who's that?
I wanted to crack him too. But after we talked and we realized that it was more than a crack, you know what I'm saying? When he was flirting with me, I was like, how old are you? And then he immediately did like one of these like, and he's like, yeah, I'm such and such. And I was like,
he looks like he's 20 something.
Wow. It's a little young, but when I seen the way like he was treating me, I was like, oh, he treats me very well.
Bro, how you gonna get with a chick with 4 kids and want a wife? Oh my God.
So I just let the age thing fly.
How did you get to the point where you're like, okay, cool, I'm doing this?
He sent me an explicit photo.
Wait, he did what?
How did you get to the point where you're like, okay, cool, I'm doing this?
He sent me an explicit photo.
Oh.
It's the truth. You guys want to know the truth? It's true. He was talking nasty. So I was like, well, let me see if you can back it up. He backed it up.
I'm that guy.
He backed it up. I'm that guy. End the simpidemic. Chat, let me know. Would you date a woman that's 10 years older than you? I'm going to keep it a thou wow. It's not for me, dude. It's not for me. I just couldn't. I always liked women that were a little bit younger than me. Like 2 or 3 years. Perfect. Cass is 2 years younger than me. And I was like, you know what? This is about as good as it can get, you know? Like, I don't want a woman who's freaking 10 years older, because you got to think, man, like the wrinkles start setting in. You can't have a kid with her. It just doesn't get easier as they get older. And it's like, am I going to be, because, you know, in my opinion, if you're going to marry somebody, you got to always begin with the end in mind. You always got to begin with the end in mind. And the end is, I want to get old with this person. And for me, it's like, would I be cool wiping this person's butt? That's what it is. You really got to think about this stuff, because when you get old, you're going to be taking care of each other. And I don't expect my child to take care of me and Cass when we get older. I don't think that's their responsibility. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. I don't think it's your kid's responsibility to take care of you when you're older. I don't. I really don't. So many people think that that's what you should do. They're like, well, you're my child. You should take care of me. No, I shouldn't. I didn't ask to be born. I didn't negotiate with my mom and dad and be like, all right, rock, paper, scissors, shoot. All right, I want to be, you know, I had no say in this transaction that you guys had. Am I blessed to be here? 1000%. Thank you for giving me life. I love that. It's amazing. It's the best gift on earth to be alive. I appreciate that. But I also don't owe you anything. Now, I feel like a lot of parents, maybe not a lot of parents, but some parents feel like that their children owe them something and should watch over them as they get into their old age. And I think that is not the case. I don't think that you should have to take care of your, you know, parents when you get older. You know, I really don't think that should be the case. If anything, your parents owe you everything because they were the ones that had you. But as soon as you start thinking that your children owe you something, I feel like it's just a slippery slope, and it's not good. It's just not good. Did women ruin the workplace? I've seen this chick before on the Whatever podcast. I don't know her name, though.
Did women ruin the workplace? This opinion piece just came out in the New York Times, and it's stirring up a lot of controversy, but I think it's a really interesting discussion to have as women are having.
Secret product in the trash. Secret product in the trash. You friend green and sneaky link. You friend green and sneaky link. Fake tail hands in the hoop. Fake tail hands in the hoop.
I mean, that video says 1,000 words, right? These women go and get these BS degrees and They feel like they should be paid $100,000+ a year. Well, I have a horticulture-focused degree in paleontology and archaeology. I bet 98% of all archaeologists are women because they're the only ones that want to dig up the past.
Shots fired!
You know what I mean, chat? I think all women should be archaeologists. We should only have female archaeologists. We shouldn't have any men that are archaeologists. Women are way better at digging up the past than men. Life update.
Okay, y'all don't mind how red my face is, but I just wanted to get on here and say that I feel like the world is set up to be against single moms.
What they do?
Like,
I will
my
always choose you.
Oh my god.
Well.
Yep, dude. No, hey, you weren't meant to be a single mom. That's not the purpose of it. Being a parent, you're supposed to be married. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. You need to be married first, have a solid relationship, then have a child. Stop letting these dudes blow your back out and realign your spine like their dads were chiropractors and cheese inside of you like their dad was the CEO of a craft cheese factory. Have these kids and expect other people to feel bad for you because you got cracked and nutted in. Come on. Come on. That's like jumping off of a cliff and hitting your head and telling other people to feel bad for you because your head hurts. No.
Why are you out here protesting?
My name's Michelle, and I'm out here protesting because I'm against fascism.
Okay. All right.
What is fascism?
Fascism is words hard. Fascism is the authoritarian, why are words so hard right now? Sorry.
Because you're an idiot.
Fascism is an authoritarianism that is about focusing on one demographic, right? So it's, I'm out of breath now. So it's taking over and excluding the people, excluding smaller demographics, and it's squashing opposition, right? So it's a regime that takes over for themselves and not for the actual people. This is supposed to be a democracy that is for the people, but this is just for them, and that's what fascism is.
Oh, okay. Because I thought fascism was a far-right authoritarian political ideology characterized by extreme nationalism, a powerful dictatorship, and the suppression of opposition. It exalts the nation or race above the individual, promotes a hierarchical society, and often uses propaganda and violence to achieve its goals, rejecting democracy and liberalism. Oh. I guess she hit on some of the points, but man, she didn't sound too smart kind of explaining it. She didn't sound too smart explaining it. What is this? Yeah, I saw this clip, but I did not watch it all the way through.
Since 2011, 1.2 million women in the United States have received college athletic scholarships to NCAA programs at the Division I and Division II level. 1.2 million. Out of that 1.2 million who received college athletic scholarships, how many would you guess are trans women?
I'm hoping 0.
I'll give you 2 seconds to answer. 1.
That's one too many.
One trans woman in the last 15 years in the United States has received a college athletic scholarship.
Good. She should get they should, oh my God. He should get a male scholarship. Why is he getting a female scholarship? This is what irks me, dude, especially now that I have a daughter. Like, let's say baby Nichs is really good at volleyball. I'm just throwing something out there. And she's really, really good. But it gets to the point when she gets to a high school level that now she's playing against boys. And I don't know if you guys have seen boys volleyball. It's intense, brother. These dudes can hit that ball so hard, like 60 miles an hour straight, beaming to your face. If she's competing against those boys, there is no way that she's ever going to get a scholarship to go to college because she's competing against biological men that are stronger than her. I don't think trans women should get these scholarships. Chat, put a 1 in the chat if you agree. This is absolutely ridiculousness. Well, and what I don't get, dude, with the left is how we're just so okay with just giving up womanhood. Like, everybody can be a woman. Take everything from women. And it's so funny because people call me a misogynist, but in my opinion, I stand up for women more than the left does. You're going to tell me a man can be a woman? No, a woman is a biological female. That's what it is. That's what it's not just because you identify as that. Stop taking things from women that they've worked so hard to have. Women's sports, they had to fight for that stuff. Let them have that. Let them have these female-led scholarships. Let these women have that. Stop taking that stuff from them, dude. Nah, that irks me, man. Especially having a daughter now. It really irks me. Ain't that right, Looks? But I hope you guys enjoyed today's episode. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. It's good to have you guys out, man. Until next time, peace.